It looks like it's time, ladies and gentlemen. The time has arrived. Silver Palace is here, and CBT1 registrations are now live. So now let's go ahead. Now that we've gotten that taken care of, we've seen that this is the game that we're going to be reacting to. Let's refresh our page over here and finally take a look at the Silver Palace trailer. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the video should be up very, very, very soon. If it isn't yet, we're going to be one of the first 4 viewers for this amazing content. Let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. We got the Silver Palace monotype beta test trailer, and registrations are live right now. So let's go ahead and see what these developers have prepared for us, because if there's one thing I can comfortably say from the past time that I saw this game, it looks like one that can take over the gacha space. And I am excited to see what these developers have in store for us. So let's go ahead, let's get right on into it. Okay, seeing a big focus on the purple eldritch flames here. Okay,
Remains
nice.
are severely carbonized, with some bones showing signs of calcination.
There are no other wounds on the body.
I'm really liking the work that they're doing with the voices right now. And when you combine that with the clearly Victorian London aesthetic, I'm not gonna lie, the UK voice actors becoming some of the most popular ones in the space, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's done a lot of good for the space, because it's just gonna add even more and more to the overall vibe and feel of this setting.
The body. A savage end.
Okay, doing some detective work over here.
Decidedly amiss.
That is a lot. That's a lot of characters. And I'm going to be honest. I think, let me move my camera a little bit. I think she probably looks playable. She's obviously the MC, and they're going to have the male version as well. What about this guy? Because, like, I don't really know. He sort of gives me NPC vibes, and I would actually be very happy to hear that this is an NPC, because his design actually is pretty cool. It's actually pretty nice. And again, right, a lot of these games in, like, the 3D anime RPG genre, I always feel like they have a bit of an issue with the NPCs kind of looking not really up to scuff compared to the characters. But this guy that I'm seeing right here, if an NPC, solid, solid, solid design. Also, the other thing that I saw was that the eyes definitely they have way better shading right now in this trailer than I've seen in the previous gameplay ones. So that looks great too.
Master Detective, look!
Okay.
It's the purists.
I assume that this is going to be sort of like the enemy faction, the one that's causing all of the troubles, the one that's causing all of the issues, right? Because when you're in this sort of like city like this, where I assume, right, it's peaceful because people are like walking around and stuff, I'm really interested in seeing how they're going to like develop the plot when it comes to like, you know, what the actual main conflict is, knowing that from what I've seen, the entire game seems to take place just in the city. That's a little trippy though. Is this like aliens or something? All the little gadgets and stuff that she's using as well also look pretty cool. They've got like, I don't know, this is kind of giving me like some, you know, like Hidden Blade sort of vibes. Though I do wonder, how are the characters, because, you know, you're going to have a bunch of different playable characters, right? How are they going to interact with, I guess, all of those other mechanics? Is everyone going to have these tools, or is everyone going to have something different? Ooh, we remember her. We remember her. She's from the bar.
Master Detective? Detective? Detective!
Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna be honest. I know this is like pre-rendered and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be real. It looks. I mean, that looks. It's like they've taken the blend of like photorealism with the 3D graphics, and I don't think everything in the game is going to look like this. But to me, this is one of the highest fidelity games that I've seen on the market. That looks real. I'm sorry. That looks like real water and like real things. Holy. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you told me that this was like a screenshot from like a photorealistic AAA... Look at this! Does this look like a 3D anime? What? This looks like one of those, like... You know, like those trailers that like the big MMORPG companies make like once a year? This looks like that. You know what? I take back everything I said about like, oh, how are they gonna, you know, deal with like the conflict and stuff when they're in the middle of a city? Well, if the city ends up being turned into a giant frothing sinkhole, oh my god! I'm just going to be honest, like the scale and the stuff like this has to be one of the most ambitious projects I have ever seen. Good Lord. The scope, the scale, the potential. Is this how big the in-game map is? That's just like the clock tower. Holy crap. And I have to imagine this is actually going to happen in game too. I'm sorry, I gotta get the full panic shot again. Oh my, that's the ocean over there. How big is this game? Guys, I'm moving my chat just so I can show you the ocean. That's the ocean over there and the sunset. How big is this map going to be, brother? Did we die? We died. So is there going to be like death loops and stuff like that as well? Is that like a dream? Or is this the MC waking up after they failed? Who knows? That's a little suspicious to me though. All right. Now it's time for me to get down to the nitty gritty and talk about that trailer. I'm going to be honest. This is one of the most hyped ones I think I've ever seen. I will be honest with you in saying that I feel like the start of it was like a little bit, you know, they were providing a lot of like context clues and stuff. I think it was like kind of setting up a bit, you know, a bit on the slower end. Then we get like the chase. And then once this part hits over here, you hit the halfway mark in this trailer. Good Lord. It's like I'm in like, I'm in a movie after this. I'm in a literal movie after this. And obviously, we didn't hear a lot of talking. We didn't get to see a lot of like plot progression. But as like a hook to the game, as a hook to the genre, well, I'm going to be honest, guys. This looks insane. And I'm going to be real with you. I am so excited to see what this game actually looks like because we see the gameplay demos and they look fantastic. But when it comes to like the scene, the setting, brother, that was something we didn't get a lot of before. And now that I've seen the scope of this title and what these devs are trying to do, I have nothing but the best wishes for them. Looking forward to it. Awesome trailer. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one, ladies and gentlemen. And peace out. Well done, Silver Palace team.